Welcome back to another video. Today I have the 10 things we should always say to others. Let's get started. I understand where you are coming from. In all walks of life, we are bound to come across people with different opinions. This doesn't mean that they are mean or wrong, but it does require us to listen more and make an effort to see their side of things, no matter how hard it may be. If you let them speak and make their points, you could even learn a thing or two from them and actually gain more respect for doing so. One of the main points Dale Carnegie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, argues in his famous business book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is the importance of seeing an opposing point of view and letting them know you took their points on board. If you listen to the person's point of view, you'll find your debate will be more constructive and compelling. 2. I take responsibility. This, I've seen a lot of people don't do this. It could take a lot of guts to own up to something wrong. For most of us, this could be trivial, such as arriving late into work or accidentally making a mistake in the markup of a report. While these things may sound trivial, in an actual moment they can be anything but. And the last thing those affected by our mistakes want to hear is that it wasn't our fault. So just take a deep breath, relax, and own up to it. You'll be appreciated for your honesty, which won't be the case if you come up with a phony excuse. Number 3, say thank you. The British are often criticized for being too polite and afraid to voice their own opinions. But in reality, being respectful and courteous can actually go a long way in life. Saying thank you, for instance, might not seem like a grand gesture, but if someone has done something nice, acknowledge them, and acknowledging them can make their day. Don't be that person who appears ungrateful and rude simply because you can't be bothered by two simple words. Remember, a little goes a long way. 4, I believe in you. I say this a lot to a lot of people. I believe in you can often be the best 3 words you'll ever say to someone. We all have doubts about ourselves and the abilities we've been given, no matter how confident we may or may not be. So if you see someone struggling with self-confidence, or you think they might be in drastic need of intervention due to a series of mental health issues, then tell them that they are going to be okay and that you believe in them, so long as they promise to believe in themselves. Sometimes it really is that simple. 5, say hi. Humans let many moments that can have changed their lives pass them by only because they were too afraid to say hi. And that's a great shame. By not saying one word, we are letting potential friends and lovers pass us by because of shyness or because we can't be bothered to communicate or be friendly with strangers. Sometimes we even fail to look up and acknowledge a world exists away from our phones. But don't be that person. Be aware of your surroundings and the people you share it with. We are only here once. Make it count. 6. I got you something. We all like receiving nice things, but we can often feel even better if we become a giver instead of a receiver. This doesn't mean we have to smother people with gifts, but sometimes just the smallest of things, such as a small bouquet of roses, a box of chocolates to celebrate a person's success, can make all the difference to a person's day. The act of giving can The act of giving can come in all forms. Sometimes you could simply cheer your partner up after a hard day by telling them you've got them something and proceed to kiss them on the forehead. 7. You'll be stronger because of this. Don't underestimate the power of good talk. So often in life, we can get caught up in the menagerie and darkness of our problems and fears, that we let it consume us, and in many cases, we slide down into a spiral of mental health issues because of this. After all, it's little surprises that 800,000 people are thought to commit suicide each year. So just a few words of encouragement can make a difference. 8. I forgive you. We tend not to forgive those who do us wrong or upset us, and in many ways that's understandable. It's hard to forgive those who caused us pain for no apparent reason, so why should we allow them back into our lives? Well, you don't have to entirely, but you should acknowledge them as human beings at the very least. Think about it. Can you say you've truly gone through your life without ever making a mistake? I can say that no, I've made plenty of mistakes. Or saying something you shouldn't have. I'm guilty of that one as well. It's these things that can shape us and help us grow from doing things we shouldn't have. So don't be so quick to discount others who may have done you wrong. 9. Can I help you? There are countless people we encounter every day who are probably more in need than we are. Single mothers with prams. Prams are that's what other countries call strollers. That may need to be carried down the stairs by someone stronger. Seniors who need a heavy door opened for them. The list is endless. And if we can be there for them in some capacity by simply asking if we can help them, we will make them feel less alone with their problems. Most of all, you'll feel accepted. 10. Nothing. Less is more. And that can't That can sometimes apply to all forms of verbal communication. Dating is a good example. One of the best indicators of stability is the ability to get along in perfect silence without feeling the need to say something. What's more, by saying nothing, we are usually allowing someone else to talk to us and give us their own take on life, which is a unique perspective coming from them and them alone to embrace it and talk less, especially if you're a chatterbox. I've been accused of that. That is it for this video. If you liked it, please go down below, hit that subscription button and bell so you know when I post a new one. Thank you. Catch you in my next one.